Your small talk is a lie. It is not polite. It is not neutral. It is a carefully maintained distance between you and everyone you claim to care about. A psychological experiment from 1997 proved that strangers become deeply close in under 1 hour. It also proved that you will spend years with people and never get past the lobby. The experiment is real. Psychologist Arthur Aaron ran it at Stony Brook University. He paired strangers and gave them a list of 36 questions. The internet turned this into a love spell. Card decks exist. Date night apps exist. All of them missed the point. The questions were not the secret. The order was the secret. The first question is almost insultingly safe. The 35th question asks about the death of a family member. The list is a staircase, not a quiz. When both people climb, something extraordinary happens. The control group asked small talk questions and felt nothing. The escalation group reported feeling closer than their average real-life relationship. One conversation outperformed years of knowing someone. Here is the part you were not told. Vulnerability is not weakness. It is the mechanism. When you expose something real, you are not just sharing information. You are performing an act of trust. Psychologists call it self-disclosure, but the real word for it is social risk. Every real question is a small bet that the other person will not punish you for asking. Your shallow relationships are not shallow people. They are unstarted climbs. Small talk is not a warm-up. It is an active signal. When you ask about the weather for the 40th time, the literal question is about rain. The meta message is clear. I am keeping this on floor 1. People are astonishingly good at reading that message. They answer at exactly the depth you ask. Good. Quiet. Yours. The conversation is not failing. It is succeeding perfectly at the level you set it. Two neighbors can greet each other 2,000 times and remain strangers. Two strangers on a delayed train can cover everything in 4 hours because the risk feels free. Researchers call this the stranger on a train phenomenon. Depth was never about time. It was about cost. Think of every conversation as having 4 floors. Floor 1 is facts, where you are from, what you do. This is the lobby. Floor 2 is opinions and preferences. Do you actually like your job? The risk ticks upward because an opinion can be disagreed with. Floor 3 is experiences and feelings. What was that first month really like? Floor 4 is the honest stuff. Doubts, fears, what you would change, the balcony floor. You do not get there through a clever question. You get there because floors 1 through 3 went well in both directions. This is where the system works. There is a 5-word sentence that drops the price of that scary step by about 90%. Can I ask you something honest? It does 4 jobs in under 2 seconds. It converts an ambush into an invitation. It builds a public commitment to openness. It spikes curiosity to a level that makes refusal almost impossible. The preface is a doorbell, not a hammer. It gives the other person a real choice. Use it once per conversation, twice at most. Mark the moment as special. The ladder runs both ways. You cannot only ask. Sometimes the next step is not a question at all. It is you volunteering a floor 3 thing about yourself. Can I tell you something a bit personal? Get the rhythm right. Their step, your step, their step. Something happens that neither of you could have done alone. You are currently waiting for someone to move first. You have done this for years. The friendship that stays a hallway greeting. The person you text memes to but have never asked a real question. The staircase was right there. Your foot was in the air. You put it back down. That moment has a cost. It is paid in things that never happen. The conversation on the balcony that never happens. Nobody sees the bill. You just live in a life with thinner relationships than the ones available to you, 2 feet to your left. Do the math on what you are currently waiting for. Then ask the question.